Hey guys, sorry for not posting yesterday, or collecting anything about yesterday. Yesterday was very much a catch up on sleep kind of day for me. And now I have a doctor's appointment, which is that right back there. I'll be talking about something a little bit later tonight when I get home, because something happened last night that was very interesting. And also very, I guess common, you could say, nowadays, but yeah, let's see what the doctor says. Update on my doctor. They were glad that I finally got a diagnosis, because I hadn't seen them since before my surgery, which was June. And they were just really glad that I got a diagnosis, because this is my psychiatrist, you get the idea. But yeah, they're real happy. I'm waiting to print at school right now. I'm an art major, so I have special printing times because it's different. But yeah, they're glad. That was actually probably the longest doctor's visit I've ever had with her, because majority of my visits are normally like 5 minutes. Like, are you doing okay? Yeah, okay, good. You're doing better than last time? Yeah, okay, good. Are your meds working for you? Yeah, okay, good. And then just rewrite my script and send me out. Well, besides my very first, like, 5 sessions with her. And I've been with her since I'm 18? Random classmate. And I am now, what, 22? 20? Math is hard. But yeah, I've been with her for a long time, so she knows me very well. And she knows when I'm lying. But anyway, just wanted to update you on that, and we'll get back to that other situation once I get home, because I have a feeling I'm gonna end up yelling and people are watching me record in the hallway. Okay, bye. Okay, so let's talk about KODEE Rants. So yesterday, KODEE Rants made a video where she stated how much she hated the Bratz challenge. Fair enough, until you get far enough into it and she decides to make fun of Rihanna's domestic assault case with Chris Brown. And she starts getting a lot of hate and everything, and so I decided to go through and check out and see if she apologized for any of it. Well, I'm going through it, and then suddenly I see this tweet that has me very interested. She responded to one of 45's tweets that said, I'm descended from Pocahontas, my people were here before you, or something along that line. And I was like, oh, very interesting. Because, as many of you may know, those of you who have followed me over here from Twitter, Pocahontas is a very fake native claim. It's a Pretendian claim. That, along with my great-great-grandmother, was a Cherokee princess. Oh, I'm so special. And that is where I was like, interesting, because KODEE Rants is known for being a drama queen and is also known for being a liar. And I decided to do a quick little test that I do with everyone who claims to be a descendant of Matawaka. Is I asked them a very, very simple question that is easily Googleable. I asked them, cool, I've always wanted to learn more about Pocahontas, or Disney is one of my favorite films. Lies. But I do that to try to get a repertoire, or at least try to come off as friendly to them. And I asked her, what tribe does she belong to? And she was like, oh, I don't know, I think it starts with a P. I'm like, okay, so you semi-pass with that, because one of the tribes does start with a P. So I then asked her a very, not hard question, but it's not as easily Googleable unless you know the correct sources. I asked her, what is her clan? At that point, I get blocked, and KODEE promptly deletes all of the tweets related to that thread. And I'm like, that's slightly new, but I had saved the screenshots. By the way, I will not be posting any screenshots here because I don't doubt that she will try to strike this video. I am instead going to link all the posts that I am referring to down in the description box below. And so I'm like, very interesting. So I make it a post on my Leave Matawaka Alone account, which was designed for these very kind of posts. And I do a call out post about it. And one of the things I bring up is that the only reason why I started looking for anything on her was because she made fun of another native, Rihanna's domestic assault. A lot of people like to forget that people from the Caribbean are native. They're some of the first people who had, God damn it, IIH brain not wanting to work. They're the first people who had connections with the first early settlers. So a lot of people forget that Rihanna, by extension, is native, and so are a lot of black people from those islands. And people like to forget that, so it was a very anti-native sentiment to begin with. So I make that post, and then by the time I get back to my main account, I see that KODEE has unblocked me, but again, has deleted all the posts. So I'm like, oh, interesting. So I decided to go to her Instagram on one of my accounts. Actually, no. Rewind. So once I started getting involved, other people started looking at her account and saw that she had claimed multiple times that she was a descendant of Pocahontas. So people started grilling her on those posts. At that point, she starts going and deleting every single one because I have a theory that she realized she had been backed into a corner and didn't know how to get out of it. So, fair enough. Then I go over to Instagram because I know she's known for posting rants there. And I see that she is posting stuff, and I'm like, one of them was a face, and I'm like, funny, that's the exact same reaction I have with fake-ass Indians who pretend to be Pocahontas. And at which point, she pops off, and at this point, I had changed my questions from what was Pocahontas's tribe and what was her clan to what is your tribe and your clan. Seeing as you're claiming to be Native American, you would assume that your tribe would be the same as your ancestors. So she responds and she's like, unlike some people, I don't have all the time in the world to research my ancestors, and then promptly blocked me. Too bad I have like 5 different accounts. So I go onto her other account and I call her a Pretendian. And I'm like, I'm still waiting on your answer for what your clan is and what your tribe is. And at this point, after she blocks me and I go onto my other account to see it, she has made a rant at this point saying that it was very racist of me to call her a Pretendian. Oh, I'm sorry. It was racist of me to call her a Pretendian, which, fun fact, if you're new to native Twitter or native YouTube, that is the #1 defense that Pretendians use. It's like she's following everything to a book, to a T. Brain, work. Ugh. But anyway, she's very much like that. And she's going like, oh, you guys are just mad that I'm Indian. Referring to herself as Indian. And she's like, it doesn't take away from my heritage. Actually, it does. If you don't know your tribe or your clan, like, what's the point? Your tribe and your clan is the bread and butter of your native identity, or bread and spam, if you will. And I'm just like, you're saying that it doesn't take away from you being native, but at the very crux of every native identity is your tribe and your clan. I really would like to hear how that works out. So I go onto my last account, and I said, okay, I'm done playing with you. Would you like any other comment besides fuck off, which she had told me multiple times before I make this video. And I just went back and checked, and she has blocked me. At this point, I'm saying fuck it and making this video. And a lot of you might be like, oh, why does it matter? She's still a small YouTuber, still a small account. Well, do you not keep up with what's going on in the news right now? Do you not? Like, the issue with Elizabeth Warren was that we couldn't stop her when she was so small. When she was like, had a very small following, we didn't get to her in time. One of the best ways, in my opinion, to stop future Elizabeth Warrens is to stop the small ones like KODEE. Because KODEE, mind you, is an anti-native Pretendian ass. She is. And honestly, I'm sick and tired of seeing her on my feed. Like, I don't want to be seeing your nose hair every time you take a shit. Like, that's what she does. And I'm sick and tired of it. And finally, she has pressed the wrong buttons of the wrong people and decided to make the wrong claims. She is not native. Nobody should be defending her. Like, let natives come and collect those people. Let natives go after the people that are fake claiming to be native. Non-natives should not be telling us who we should and should not collect. Because we can come after Warren and we can come after smaller accounts like KODEE right now. It's not that hard to do. I can multitask. But seriously, KODEE is part of a bigger problem. And I'm not just going to sit here and let little white girls, I say while being lily white myself, walk all over Native identity. There is a difference between being Native American, like I am. Mind you, I was raised by a Native woman who was raised by a Native man who was raised by a Native family. She is a white girl who happens to be descended, and I even highly doubt that she is descended, because the only proof that she has is saying that her mom's a genealogist. She has produced no family tree. She has produced nothing to support her claim, even easily Googleable information. There is a difference between Native and raised in the culture, such as I am, and being Native descended. There is a difference. Now, I'm not trying to take away from those who have been displaced. That's a whole entire other issue. My issue is when little girls who have egos decide that that far-off descendant who doesn't even know the first thing about being Native, who doesn't know basic facts about natives, is going around using it for clout and for likes and retweets. Then I have a problem. But seriously, can we keep her nose hairs off of my timeline now? She's over, she's canceled, she likes to joke about domestic assault. She's racist as hell. Like, can we kindly keep her off the TL now? Thank you. Anyway, see you guys later. Bye.